watching?
No, Lazenby's picking me up at 20 after.
Great. What is it, a quiz?
A book report.
What book? Jude the Obscure, huh? How is it?
Obscure.
Did you read there's bacon and eggs?
No thanks.
You feeling okay?
Yeah, fine. I just didn't feel like eating.
You ought to keep trying to put on weight.
You worry too much about what the doctor says, Dad.
It's good advice, especially now that you're swimming again.
I'm trying. Believe me, you don't have to be heavy to swim.
How's it going?
What? How's it going?
School, swimming, everything okay?
Yeah, fine. Same as yesterday.
What does that mean?
It means you ask me that every day.
Sorry. I like things neat. All tax attorneys do, you know.
It's okay. Go ahead. Check me out.
So how come Lazenby's picking you up this morning?
He's a friend of mine.
I know that. I just wondered if it meant to be riding with him from now on.
Well, we don't have a formal commitment yet. I'm going to have my secretary talk to his, though.
Okay, okay.
We should have a contract drawn up, I'd say, by the end of this week.
Okay. You glad you're swimming?
Yeah, sure. I asked the coach to take me back, didn't I?
I just meant, you don't think it's too much?
I did it before. I'll work back into it.
If it gets to be a strain, classes, choir, swimming, you know, if you feel you can't handle it.
I'll go down to Old Man Knight's office. I'll pull out all my hair. I'll lie across his desk and I'll yell, help!
You just tell me, Don.
Okay, if it gets to be too much, I'll tell you.
Okay, next question.
Geez, you should have been a trial attorney.
About that doctor in Evanston, Dr. Berger. Have you called him yet?
No, I don't have time.
I think we ought to stick to the plan.
I can't. I'm swimming every night until 6. Besides, nobody said I had to call him.
I know, but I think you ought to. Maybe you could see him on weekends.
I feel fine. I don't need to see anyone.
I want you to call him anyway. Call him today.
But I don't finish practice until dinner.
Call him at school on your lunch hour.
Haven't you two left yet? I tee off at 9. It'd be nice to see you out of here before I leave.
Con's riding with Joe Lazenby today.
Oh, good. That reminds me, Con. Mrs. Lazenby wants you to drop by there. She says she misses seeing you around. I think it would be nice if you made the effort to drop by. What shirt are you wearing? Not the one you wore all summer, I thought.
He rides here.
I'll see you at 6.
Why does he insist on wearing that shirt he wore at the hospital? I want you to talk to him about his clothes, Cal. He's got a closet full of decent-looking things, and he goes off every day looking like a bum.
What's the style? Decency is out. Chaos is in. Okay, I'll talk.
He just doesn't look right.
It's partly the weight. Dr. Crawford said it could take a whole year for him to gain it back.
Even your father says he doesn't look like the same boy he was before.
He's not the same, Beth. You have to remember that. We can't expect him to be the same person he was before.
I want you to talk to him about another thing, too.
What?
Tell him to invite Joe Lazenby over. Carol wants him to come to their house, and I want him to invite Joe here.
I don't want to pressure him about that now, Beth. He'll do it when he's ready. Carol understands that.
So when people take an interest, it seems polite.
We all know he's polite.
All right? I've been thinking, Cal. I have an idea.
What's all that?
They said it's getting a little late, but there are still a few openings. If we can let them know immediately.
Let them know what?
I remember last year you wanted to go to Yugoslavia. Wouldn't London be fun? Like something out of Dickens. Christmas in London.
Listen, I don't think we should plan to go away for Christmas this year.
We go away for Christmas every year.
I know, but not this year. The timing just isn't right.
What does that mean?
You know what it means.
Well, they said it would be better to leave in the middle of December and book a flight back after the first week in January.
We can't leave in the middle of December. You'd have to miss a whole week of school. And another week in January would mean 2 weeks.
He could meet us there when school got out. He could fly back by himself. Mother and Dad would.
No.
I think you're wrong, Cal. I think it would be good for us all to go.
No. Just no.
Why don't you ask him if he wants to go?
I think that was our mistake. Going to Florida last Christmas. If we hadn't done that...
It wouldn't have made any difference. You know that. Don't blame the trip.
I'm not talking about blame. I'm talking about being available. We were busy down there. Every damn minute. There wasn't time to talk.
What was there to say? What do you think would have been said?
I don't know.
Listen, Cal. I don't think it's a good idea for us to blame ourselves for what he did.
Don't bet. Fine.
Gotta get to the club.
Beth, honey. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Then why can't we go? Think of all the wonderful places we've been. Spain, Hawaii. I need to go. I need you to go with me.
I want to go with you. Just think that now we should... This time we might try and handle things a bit differently.
This time. How long are we going to live like this? With it always hanging over our heads?
Nothing is hanging over our heads. Everything is all right.
And I don't understand you at all.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. I damn near killed myself over this poli-sci exam. The guy wants a damn personal analysis of it all. I stayed up till 2 o'clock trying to make sense out of the crap.
It helps if you read the crap when it's in science instead of inhaling it the night before the exam.
Get a sense of reality, Lazenby. We swim our asses off every stupid day. When are we supposed to study?
I swim. I study.
Yeah, you're perfect. I bet they kiss your lousy feet at graduation. How about you, Jarrett? Did you take any of your finals last year? They make you take all your finals over?
Stillman, you know they don't pass you on breathing in this stuff if you don't take the finals.
Boy, there's a year wasted, huh, Jarrett? You miss a semester and they make you eat the whole year over again.
Maybe I'll start a bed check on you guys. You having fun out there, Jared? Fun? Yeah, you ought to be, you know. The points lost was not fun anymore. Right. I guessed. You guessed. Are you, did I ask you before if he gave you a shock out there? Yeah. Yeah, what? Yeah, you asked me before. Yeah, they did. Look, I don't know. I'm no doctor. But I don't think I'd let him mess around with my head like that. Your timing is lousy. I know. Look, I don't want to be... I'm not being too rough on you, am I? But I'm wondering if it's going to be too much for you. It's a team effort, Jared. I've got room for guys who are willing to work at it. The thing is, I can't figure out anymore if that's you or not. I'll work. I want to work. Well, good. You better plan to stay after and see if we can't get your timing back. And get to bed at a decent hour, will you? Kids stay up till all hours of the night and don't even care about your body.
Sounds a damn picky bastard. He drives me nuts. Everything drives you nuts. The day is not complete without Lazenby telling everybody what a screwed up state the world is in. Stalin tell you your timing's off? He's got those two sophomores, you know. They sure as hell like to have your place.
They're not that good, Stillman.
No, they look pretty good to me. Hey, hey, hey. There's crap. Give me room. I need to jump. Ooh,
Nice leg.
nice vibe. Like right at Jared? Hey, look, Jared's interested in something.
You met her yet, Con? Just moved here last spring. Great voice.
Great. Everything. The little lady is hot to try. Let's make it show us what she's got.
You're a real comedian, Stillman.
What's the matter? You're not funny?
You're early.
So are you.
We haven't really met yet. I'm Janine Pratt.
not that good.
Yes, you are, and you're better tenor than any other seniors. Are you a senior?
Not exactly.
What does that mean?
Well, I should be, only I was out of school for a while last year.
Oh?
Yeah, I was sick. Lazenby told me you moved here in the spring. Where are you from?
Akron, Ohio.
Your dad get transferred here?
Not exactly.
What does that mean?
My parents. They're getting a divorce. Well, not really. I mean, they're just separated. I guess it's out of holding pattern at the moment.
I'm sorry.
It's always so hard, isn't it? First time you talk to someone, you try to be so careful not to say the wrong thing.
Yeah, well, coincidentally, to cover this very situation, I happen to have here a list.
Of what?
Safe topics. Capital S, capital T. 101 surefire, guaranteed, safe topics.
Give me a sample.
Okay. The war.
What war?
Any war, you name it. Revolutionary, civil, first, second, French and Indian.
I don't want to talk about any war.
Okay. How about the Chicago Bears? Think they'll win next Sunday?
Where did you get this list? It's terrible.
Okay, forget it.
It's a male list. It's a macho list.
It's all right. We'll talk about whatever you want to talk about. What do you want to talk about? Beekeeping? Knitting?
Knitting? You're crazy.
So they say. A joke. Just a joke.
I think it's time for a better neighborhood. There's something that deserves to be stolen. Why couldn't they take this? Ouch! Damn! Oh, wait. Don't jump. Garrett, all right? Right. Yeah, you look like someone dropped in the center. Match my staring weight firecracker behind.
Are you seeing me or am I seeing you?
Very good. I knew you were sharp.
You remodeling or what?
I call it contemporary ripoff. What do you think?
I think you ought to call the cops.
What for? Couldn't find anything missing. Who knows? Maybe they even left something for me.
What they want, drugs?
I suppose. There's nothing but aspirin here. Sit down, sit down. Who's going to come up in here? Dr. Berger. Want some coffee?
No, thanks.
So, how long since you left the hospital?
A month and a half.
Feeling depressed?
No.
On stage?
Pardon?
People nervous. Treat you like you're a dangerous man.
I guess so.
And, are you?
I don't know.
God, it's disgusting. It's the second time I've been ransacked this year. You know, you look like a healthy kid to me. What are you doing?
What I'm doing here is that I had to come.
That's all you reign. So, suppose you didn't have to come. What would you be here for?
I wouldn't.
So, what did you do? Go to eat, make too much noise in the library?
Didn't Dr. Crawford tell you?
No. Just called and said you might be coming over to see me. Sent your file over. I just haven't got a chance to read it yet.
I tried to off myself.
With what? Bill? You let me through?
It was a platinum plus.
So, how are take it you don't like to go outside.
It doesn't change anything.
So, okay, anything else?
No. Yeah, about friends. I don't have any anymore. Except for Karen from the hospital. She's home now too in Skokie. Other than that, I sort of seem out of touch with everyone else.
Oh? Well, okay. Now let me tell you something. I'm not big on control. Prefer things fluid and in motion. But it's your money.
So to speak.
Yeah, so to speak. Let's see here. How are Tuesdays and Fridays?
Twice a week?
Control is a very tough nut.
But I've got swim practice every night.
That's the problem. So, how do we solve it?
Well, I guess I'll skip practice and come here twice a week.
Oh, Joe, can I write stuff down in here, will you? Tuesdays and Fridays at 4.
Sure thing. You got any other jobs I can do for you?
Wise guy. A joker. I've got you.
You ain't seen nothing yet. Hi, Karen. How are you?
Fine. You?
Not bad. Light, scattered paranoia, increasing to moderate during the day. I'm only kidding. I'm fine, really. I like your hair that
Do
way.
you? Thanks.
It's great to see you.
You too. Did you come on the train?
No, I drove.
Long way from Lakeport.
Not bad. About 45 minutes. I found a good station, listened to the...
I can't stay too long. I've got a meeting at school. Drama club.
Oh, yeah?
I'm secretary this year. We're doing 1,000 pounds. Do you know it?
No.
It's a great play. But anyway, with me as secretary, we're pretty disorganized, so I'm always in a hurry.
Well, don't let me hold you up.
I'm sorry. That was rude. I wanted to see you, Connie, but I was afraid. You seemed so down when you called.
No, I'm not down. Everything's great. I'm back in school. I'm swimming.
Really? I'm so glad.
Well, we haven't had any meets yet. I could end up on the bench.
No, you'll be fine, I'm sure. When did you get out of the hospital?
August.
You seen anybody?
You mean a doctor? Yeah. Are you?
No. I started with one last June when I got out, but it wasn't doing me any good. Really, the only one who can help you is you. Well, you and God. I still think there's value in it, though, for some people.
Well, I don't know how much longer I'll be at it either. It's only been 6 weeks. My father sort of shoved me into it.
Things were so different in the hospital. People were, wired all the time. Can't live with all that emotion floating around. Too exhausted.
You know, this guy I see, Berger, he says we should all come equipped with a two-pronged plug. And when our systems get overloaded, we should find ourselves an emotional outlet. Bingo! Juices drained, crisis over. I made you laugh. We had some good talks on the stone bench at the hospital. I miss that. Don't you? And Leo would always come and sit with us and crack jokes. Do you ever miss the hospital, Karen?
What's there to miss?
I don't know. It wasn't such a battle there. You didn't have to put up such a front all the time.
I'm not putting up a front.
I mean, you could relax. Let your guard down. being healthy, adjusted. It seems like the harder you concentrate on keeping your balance, the surer you are to slip. Are you ever afraid you're going to slip, Karen?
Shouldn't talk like that, Conrad. You don't want to go back to the hospital. Nobody does.
I'm not saying I want to go back. I just mean I miss the time.
Well, I don't. I don't miss any of it. I don't want to think about any of it. You shouldn't either. Try to be less intense.
Less intense. Gee, Dr. Aldrich, you sure do make it sound simple.
It isn't simple. I'm just saying we have to try.
Hey, don't you think I try? Come on, don't I act like I'm trying?
I don't know. I don't really know you, Con.
Oh.
I mean, we haven't known each other that long. And only in the hospital. We don't really know each other, do we?
I guess not.
I'm late. I've got to go.
So okay, go.
The thing is, we've both got to be careful about who we see. It isn't good for either of us to get down.
I'm not down! I'm not down, Karen.
Well, it's contagious. You know that. We can't risk it, either of us. You see?
Yeah.
You look great, Con. You really do.
Yeah, sure. You too.
Call me again sometime, will you?
Sure. Just not too soon, huh?
You really need another drink, Hal? You had 3 at the party.
Is that a hint?
Not a director, if that's what you mean.
Okay, I'll take it then. Ray and Nancy Hanley look good. He's put on 20 pounds, I think.
She's thin. As thin as I've ever seen her. She said it was worrying in a bad marriage to keep her in a size 7. She told me how lucky I was to have you. And never have been disillusioned.
It's been 7 years since all that happened. Ray's not such a bad guy, and people make mistakes.
It was an affair, Cal, not a mistake.
Yes, but she decided to come back to it, didn't she? After it ended, she came back. I thought the marriage was fine.
It works, I guess, without the benefit of illusion, as she says it.
You know, I really thought Nance would have forgiven him, wouldn't you?
No, I wouldn't.
You throwing those brochures out?
Con said he didn't want to go away for Christmas. Too late now, anyway.
This is a singular hug. Can we do something to enhance the body contact here? Hey, if you want illusions, you have to work at it. I know.
I want to tell you something, Cal. You drink too much at parties.
Okay?
I heard what you told Marty Gents about Con seeing that doctor at Evanston. She punked you and you let her do it. You let her draw that stuff from you. And Fern Sue Keller is sitting right next to you and doesn't even know us.
My sentiments are back.
Why did you tell her he was seeing a psychiatrist?
Listen, some people consider that a status symbol, right up there with going to Europe.
I don't. And I thought your blurting it out like that was in the worst possible taste.
I'm sorry.
Not to mention a violation of privacy.
Whose privacy? Whose privacy did I violate?
Good.
Well, there were lawyers.
Just about everybody but Phil. Truly, this is a man who does not understand the meaning of the word subtle. What do you do?
Oh, I studied. I've got a history midterm next Tuesday.
How's Lazenby? You see much of him?
Every morning on the way to school, I practiced on the way home.
Why don't you invite him over sometime?
I could.
He used to be around here a lot. I guess it takes time to get back into the swing of it again, huh?
Is this a mental health check?
Just a road test.
Truly, this is a man who does not understand the meaning of the word subtle.
I miss Lazenby hanging around here. You guys used to play liar's poker, remember?
Yeah, I remember. You know, Buck was the one who was really funny. He'd set up those weekend games. One time he ordered pizza for about 9 of us without telling Mom. I thought she was going to pass out when the delivery man handed her the bill. You know, they were really all Buck's friends.
No. It just seems that way when you have an older brother. His friends become your friends become his. You both had a lot of good friends. So who won that weekend?
Stillman, I think. Yeah, it was Stillman. Boy, was he obnoxious. You know, we threw him into the Van Buren swimming pool and he still couldn't stop bragging.
Someone has a mouth, doesn't he? I'm glad you're home, Con. I want everything to go well. I told your mother you wanted to stay home for Christmas.
But if she wants to go, I'll go.
Oh, it's all right. We'll stay home. Is there anything else I can do?
Yeah. Quit worrying.
I better get to bed. Good night.
Good night. Tiger I can't breathe. And then I scream. I always scream loud, and that's what wakes me up, see? And then it's over. Well, I'm thinking, so what does it mean?
What do you think it means?
Hell, you're the doctor.
Let me put it this way. I don't hold much stock. In fact, I don't hold any stock at all, of any kind.
What the hell sort of psychiatrist are you anyway? They all believe in dreams.
Do they? God damn. Out of sight. Hey, listen, do me a favor. Lie down. Get on the floor.
You're nuts. You know that?
I want to try something. And I'm the doctor, remember? Change your perspective and study the blood.
This is stupid. Besides, I lie down all the time at home. It doesn't help. You know, I think I need some kind of tranquilizer.
Tranquilizer.
Yeah, what do you think?
Let's see. I think you came in here looking like something out of body snatching. Now, in my opinion, you need any sort of tranquilizer. Maybe you have too much to do.
No.
Maybe you haven't. Maybe you got to drop the course.
I can't. I'm behind already.
Behind what? The great schedule in the sky? The golden gray book? What?
You're preaching again. And your ceiling's dirty.
So sue me. Listen, kiddo, I'm up. I do believe in dreams. Only, sometimes I want to hear about what happens to you when you're awake. Like right now. Something seems to be making you pretty nervous. What is it?
Okay. I don't want to swim anymore. I look horrible. My timing's all off. I hate those guys. They're a bunch of boring jocks. I hate the coach. He's a total ass. You know what he says to me the other day? He says, "Hey, Jared, I got this brother that's been in and out of mental hospitals for the last 10 years.
Sometimes people say stupid things. They feel like they've got to say something, you know?
Sometimes people say stupid things because they're stupid.
So what's holding you back? Why don't you quit?
I can't. Look, I go to him and I beg him for one more chance. I swim for 2 months and then I quit. Can't you see how dumb that looks?
Forget how it looks. How does it feel?
No. That's what happened last year. Same damn thing.
Forget last year. Do you think you're the same person you were last year? Problem, kiddo. It's real, you know? Good, healthy problems deserve a good, healthy solution. Point of separation between the sticks and the wells. Real problems and real solutions.
You know, that sounds like a chapter heading to me.
I hope you're writing all this down.
I've got it taped up over the back of the jar.
Lazy Gene! Why are you so nervous about making a commitment? Just yes or no?
Because it costs money, that's why. For $4, I'd like to know what I'm seeing.
It's a damn French sex film. What more do you need to know?
Okay. How about if I ask Jared?
Do you ever think of doing anything without Jared?
What's that mean?
You know what happens when you hang around with flakes? You get flaky.
Man, do you mind? He's a friend of mine.
He's a flake. I'm gonna warm up.
Get off his back, Stillman. This guy's got enough problems.
He sure has.
Jared, you have got to be kidding me. I don't get it. I excuse you from practice twice a week so you can visit some shrink. I work with you every damn night at your convenience. What the hell more am I supposed to be doing for you? Nothing. A bright kid like you, with everything going for him. Why do you keep messing up your life?
I don't think I'll be messing up my life if I quit swimming.
Okay, this is it. You're a big kid now. I'm not taking you back anymore. You remember that.
I won't ask you to, sir.
the matter?
What do you mean?
I don't know. You've been acting funny lately.
Listen, Lace, take my advice. You hang around flakes, you get flaky.
I knew that was it. Well, hell, why are you mad at me?
I'm not mad at you. I've got to get to choir.
Wait a minute, will you? I talked to Sal.
Listen, do me another favor. Stop talking to people. Just leave me alone.
The hell with you then!
I thought the swim team had practice this afternoon.
They do.
I thought you were swimming.
I was. Not anymore.
Want to help me throw out these parts of the box piece?
Sure.
So what happened?
What do you mean?
Why aren't you swimming?
Because I quit.
Oh.
Listen, you want to go out tonight?
Me with you? On a date?
Well, we don't have to call it a date. Just sort of fake it, you know, see how it goes.
I can't.
Oh.
We're having trouble getting started again. Why don't you get out your lip?
I tore it up, remember?
Yeah. Can't you think of anything to say?
Sure. Why won't you go out with me tonight?
Because I have to babysit my little brother. My mother has a date.
Oh.
With her boyfriend who flew in this morning from Akron.
I thought you said your parents weren't divorced.
They're not. This jerk from Ohio is trying to move things along. I'm sorry. I hate this. I hate acting like this. Okay, my turn to choose a topic. How can you quit the swim team?
I don't know.
Did it have anything to do with your brother?
Who told you about that?
Joe Lazenby. I asked him, Connie.
Okay, it doesn't matter.
He was a swimmer too, wasn't he?
He was a great swimmer. He was a great everything.
Was he older than you?
Yeah, a year.
Must be hard on your parents. On everybody.
Oh yeah, it's hard.
I'm sorry.
I guess he told you all of it then, huh? About me, I mean.
Yes, but there are worse things. I mean, people do worse things than that.
I guess so.
No, I don't really like this guy my mother has seen. I don't like any guy who dates a married woman.
Do you know him? I mean, maybe he's not such a bad guy.
I know him. I hate him. I hate the way he looks, the way he smells. I hate it every time he walks into my house. I just hate him. Damn. I really believe. I mean, I kept thinking that sooner or later, my parents would get back together. And that this other guy would just disappear. Now I know that it's never going to happen. They don't love each other anymore, and they never will again.
It's okay. It's all right.
No, it's not. God, I just don't get why these things have to happen.
These questions I ask myself every day, and I answer myself, I say, how the hell do I know?
Honey, you don't have to make a joke about everything.
It wasn't a joke, Janine.
We're going to need a ladder to finish decorating this, you know. I should have bought this stubby spruce. It would have been cheaper and easier.
That spruce had a hormone deficiency, Dad. Good thing I went along with you. It's going to make some short family very happy. Not us. This is a tree for us.
I like that tree.
You felt sorry for that tree. Like I said, it's a real good thing I didn't go along with you.
You won't think it's such a good thing when we're stringing this popcorn through the first of the year.
You got to do it right. Nothing artificial this year.
You want Christmas on the prairie? You got it. Ouch. This needlework is very hard on my self-respect.
was my idea. I like the smell.
We have a perfectly good artificial one in the basement now. Those tiny dogs are going to absolutely embed themselves in that white shag.
Oh, it's probably flat and limp as hell, Beth. We haven't used it in 5 years. We're always on our way somewhere a week before Christmas.
I think I want a drink.
Sure, I'll make it.
We've got popcorn and cranberries this spring. Do you want to help?
So who was high scorer?
Carol Lazenby. Carol has some interesting news.
Oh?
Not my news. Conrad. Maybe he should tell it.
Tell what?
It was rather embarrassing, actually. Carol thought I knew. After all, why wouldn't I? It happened over a month ago.
What happened?
Dad, I quit the swim team.
Quit. Why? Where have you been every night until 6:30?
Nowhere. Around. The library.
I don't get it. Why didn't you tell us?
I was going to. I've been meaning to.
I'm sure you were going to tell us before the first swim meet. What is it, next Thursday?
I'm sure I would have told you if I thought you gave a damn.
What the hell does that mean?
Never mind. It's meant for me. Isn't it? I wish I knew, Conrad, why it's still so important for you to try to hurt me.
Me hurt you? You're the one who's trying to hurt me.
And how do I do that, Conrad? By embarrassing you in front of a room full of people? Did you have to sit there and get those looks? Poor Beth doesn't know what her son is up to. He just lies and lies and she believes every word of it.
I didn't lie.
You did! You lied every night you came into this house at 6:30. If it's starting again, the lying and disappearing for hours, I won't stand for it.
Don't then. Go to Europe, why don't you? Just go to hell. Listen, the only reason why you care, the only reason why you give a damn about it is because someone else knew about it first. You never wanted to know anything I was doing. You just wanted to leave me alone.
Stop it.
No, damn it, tell her to stop. You never tell her a damn thing. Listen, I know why she never came to the hospital. Not once. I know. Hell, she was in goddamn Spain and goddamn Portugal. Why should she care if I was trapped by the friends of some goddamn voltage regulator?
I won't. I won't!
What the hell happened? Somebody better go after him.
Go. That's a pattern, isn't it? He walks all over us and you apologize?
I'm not going to apologize.
Yes, you will. You always do.
I'm sorry. Beth, please, let's not fight. Let's go find him.
You go. That's what he wants. Someone who's going to accept everything he does.
You think that's what I do?
I know it is.
It's not.
Everything he does is all right. And everything I do is mixed up and wrong. You could have been handled better.
That's not true. Beth, please, come with me, please.
I will not be pushed. I will not be manipulated.
So why don't you talk to her, Con? Just talk it out.
She and I do not connect. I told you that before.
Does that bother you?
No, why should it?
Oh, I don't know. Some people might bother, that's all.
My mother is a very private person. We don't ride the same bus. Who does? What do you have in common with your mother? Surface stuff. Brush your teeth. Clean your room. Get good grades. My mother, people have a right to the way they are.
They have a right to their opinions.
Yeah, they have a right to their feelings.
And what about you, Con? Don't you have a right to your feelings? Why are you so afraid of letting go? What scares you, Con? Sadness, anger, and the 31 flavors?
What time is it?
Rotten time. Hey, Phil, you said you wanted more control. See any connection here between control and this fear of feeling?
I didn't say I was afraid.
But you are, aren't you?
I don't know.
Hey, come come on. I'm doing all the work here. Don't play games.
What games? I don't know what you want.
Then I'll tell you. I don't want you to leave out all the I don't know.
And what if I don't have an answer? Do you want me to make one up?
Yeah, make one up. Tell me how you turned yourself inside out and didn't find any feelings in there. No feelings, no how.
I didn't say I don't have feelings. I have feelings.
Now you have them, now you don't. Get it together, Jerry.
Look, why are you hassling me? Why are you trying to make me mad?
Are you mad?
No.
Like hell, you're mad, you got a right to be mad. I'm pushing through that with good, healthy reaction.
All right, I'm mad. So now what?
So now that's better. It's a lot more direct. Only it's one thing to be mad at me and it's another to be mad at your mother. Isn't that right?
I can't. It comes too fast. There's always too much of it.
It's a closet full of junk. You open it up, and everything falls out.
No, that's not it. There's a guy in that closet. I don't even know who he is.
The only way that you're ever going to get to know that guy is to open the door.
I can't. It takes too much energy.
Got any idea just how much energy it takes to hold that door closed? That's power!
When I let myself feel, all I feel is lousy.
Maybe sometimes you've got to feel lousy in order to feel better. Listen, Conrad. One of these days, you and your mother are going to have to get down and deal.
I can't. You don't know. I pulled too much crap on her already.
Yeah, tell me about it. What crap did you pull? Come on, you forget to clean the oven out or what? You ought to be able to come up with something.
All right. I tried to kill myself.
That old turkey.
It's not an old turkey. Don't you get it? It'll never be an old turkey. I locked myself in the bathroom to do it. I locked myself in the bathroom. And I sat down on the floor. It's cold. Those tiles are so damn cold. I'm holding the blades. I brought the whole pack with me. I don't know why. I take one out, and I stare at it. And then I touch my thumb to the edge of the blade. An accident, you know? And I'm cut. Just like that. And then I sit. And I think about things. Everything that hurts. And I cry. Inside, I'm burning up. Outside, all I can feel is the cold tile floor. And my chest feels so tight. It hurts. Everything hurts. So I hold out my hand. And I close my eyes. And I slice. One quick cut. Deep cut. And then I hold the other hand out. Can you believe that?
The ashes out of the fireplace. Maybe he doesn't think he should be working on his birthday. I made a little lunch. Do you want something?
No, I'm going to the club in a few minutes.
What are you doing?
Just putting a few of these trophies away. I've been thinking I should have done it for a long time, but I couldn't. Now that Conrad decided to stop swimming, I thought,
Let's these bucks. Remember this one? We won in his sophomore year.
he had a party that spring. For the whole team. Right after the regional meet. He always insisted on the party. Manufactured excuses. Party for anything.
Buck knew how to enjoy himself.
When I packed away the things from his room after the accident, I found a snapshot from the Christmas party in Lazenby. Remember that? Carol had the whole neighborhood over. After dinner, she tried to get us all to sing carols, but nobody would listen. Then I saw Bud walk over to the piano. He just sat down and began to play. Remember how we all gathered around? He had us singing for 2 hours. He had such a good time, didn't he?
had an idea, Beth.
Hmm.
How'd you like to go to Texas?
Texas?
There's a golf tournament, the lawyer's invitation.
Just you and me?
Sure, why not? It'd be fun.
When would we go?
Middle of March. The tournament begins on a Friday and runs through Sunday.
You could stay with my brother.
Sure. We haven't seen the word about you in a long time.
Who knows? We might even win the tournament.
Right. All I need is for about a dozen guys to drop out. I know it isn't your upbringing, but it's a chance for us to get away for a few days. Be together in a car. I love you, Beth.
I love you too, Cal.
All right. I'll make the reservations this afternoon. You want me to call Ward Manager too? Just let them know we're coming.
No, let's call them tonight, together.
All right. And we can talk to your mother and dad too about them staying here while we're gone. You know, just keep an eye on them.
You worry too much, Cal.
I do? About what?
About Conrad. Pleasing him. Making everything completely safe for him.
Well, I'm a man who believes in safety.
It's not always a virtue. He's 18 years old now.
Well, barely.
Let him go.
I'm just doing what I have to do, Beth.
You can do too much.
For whom?
For him! Who do you think? He's who we're talking about, isn't he? Who we're always talking about?
Maybe. What about you, Beth? Am I good enough for you?
No. We're not the same, Cal. Something is not the same.
What are you saying?
Saying I need you to love me the way you used to. Please.
I love you, Beth. God, you know I love you.
I've got to get to the club. I'll meet you later on for tennis. Where do you want to go for dinner?
Anywhere the birthday boy says.
Be careful with those ashes. Use the bathroom when you're done, will you?
Sure. Hey, you know, you can't force a kid to be a chimney sweep against his will.
Well, you just turned 18, so I can force you. Come on, how long does it take? An hour?
49 minutes when I could be eating cake, opening presents.
Finish up and then tell me your sad story.
No mayonnaise in mine, okay?
Oh, hell.
It's all right. I'll eat it anyway. Some birthday.
Happy birthday.
Thanks.
I used to have to keep an eye on both of you whenever you did that job. Especially Buck. He was a genius at goofing off.
Yeah, I remember.
In fact, the only time he really worked his tail off was when we finished the rec room downstairs. Remember the plastering job we did down there? You guys wrote dirty words all over the wall.
We wrote them in the fireplace, too.
In my living room?
Sure. Most of it's covered with soot, but underneath those ashes is a wall of graffiti.
You did that?
You couldn't keep your eyes off of us for a minute, Dad. Good sandwich.
Thanks.
Next time, hold the mail.
Tell me something. You and this Dr. Berger, what do you guys talk about?
Anything. I don't know why.
Just curious. What kinds of things?
Whatever we feel like. He's an easy guy to talk to.
How would you feel if I were to go down there and talk to him?
About me.
No. Just to get things straight in my own mind.
There's nothing wrong with you, Dad.
Thanks.
See him if you want it. It's okay with me.
Well, I've got to run some errands for your mother. She's got more work for me than Ray Hanley.
She's at the club a lot lately.
She's in charge of the big summer golf invitational. Over 200 golfers from all over the state.
She She likes the club.
Club likes her. Carol Daisy says they've never had a chairman quite like her. She's a very organized, competent lady, your mother. She's very punctual. I'll see you later.
Come in. What a surprise.
My parents stepped down for the day. My uncle only lives a mile or so from here. I thought I'd just say hi.
Sit down.
I can't stay long. I said I'd walk to my uncle's house from here. I thought I should say hi.
Well, I'm glad you came. It's my birthday. This is a great present.
Maybe Uncle Russell.
No. I'm here all by myself. So, how's it going?
Hi.
How was the play? What was it?
1,000 pounds. Fine. We got through it okay.
It kept you busy.
Yes, I've been really busy. I think that's important. How's the swim team going?
Oh. I quit. I finally decided I didn't want to do that anymore.
And you think it was a good thing to quit?
I guess so. Yeah. I don't feel as much pressure now.
I suppose that's good.
What about you, Karen? Are you feeling the pressure?
No, I just try to keep busy. The pressure's good for me. Keeps me from thinking too much. You can't think too much about things, Conrad.
Yeah, I guess so. Still, Berger says you don't have to feel like you need to prove yourself all the time.
You're still seeing him then. The doctor?
Yeah, he's a great guy. You want something to drink? You want a beer?
No thanks. I told him I'd only stay a few minutes.
Are you okay, Karen?
What do you mean?
I don't know, just, is everything all right?
Yes. Sure. I'm being careful. Not to get too high or too low. Those extremes, that's what kills you. I don't mean literally kills you. You know what I mean.
Yeah. And you think that works? You feel good?
Feel safe. Because I'm not ever going back to that hospital.
And that's what you want, to feel safe.
Yes. Of course. Don't you?
I don't know. I don't think safe is enough for me anymore. I need more than that. I need to feel good.
Well, I feel good. I do.
I know you do. I know.
I'm late. They'll be wondering where I am.
Thanks for coming by. You take it easy now.
I will. You too. Be careful.
I'll be careful.
Happy birthday.
Coffee?
No, thanks. I don't really believe in psychiatrists.
Maybe I'll leave this part of the session.
I just meant I don't believe in psychiatry as a blanket, a panacea for everyone, you know?
Okay, me either.
I don't mean to put you down the way you've done for Conrad. He's better, I can see that.
Well, he's working at it now.
I knew something was wrong, even before he did it. But he's a smart kid, you know? I just always thought intelligent people could work out their own problems. These books, are they all about treating people?
No, not all.
God, I wish I knew what the hell I was doing here.
I could use an objective opinion on the coffee. Your son tells me it's lousy.
Yes, all right.
I get this feeling from you of having guilt about missing the signals from Conrad.
Yes, sure. You don't have something like that happen and not feel the responsibility.
Guilt.
Guilt, yes. Well, I'm guilty and I'm lucky, too. I was there at the right time. I could have been at a meeting. We could have both been at meetings.
So, you see yourself as a lucky man.
No, not anymore. I used to, before the accident. No, life's an accident. Who you fall in love with, what grabs you and what you do with it.
Sounds more like the philosophy of the drifter than of the journey.
Okay, I'm a drifter. Drifting right now. I can see myself. I can see both of them drifting away from me and me just standing there. I don't know what to do about it.
What do you want to do?
Nothing. I don't want to do anything except sit here on the fence until I fall off on one side or the other.
So, you see them on opposite sides of the fence, okay?
Yes. No, I don't know. I see her not being able to forgive me.
For what?
For surviving, maybe? No, that's not it. For being too much like her. Hell, I don't know. They're both so careful, so selective about what comes out and what stays inside. They both want to do the right thing. They're always worried about what is the right thing. Buck wasn't like that. He didn't know how to worry. He made her relax. He made everybody relax. He was a charming kid, the kind of kid you want your friends to meet. He was very proud of him.
She's not proud of Conrad.
Yes, but it's not the same. Buck knew how to get through to her. Con just can't.
Con tells you that he and his mother don't even ride the same bus.
Oh, I think they do. Sometimes I think they're riding so close to one another that it blinds them.
I wonder if your wife has ever talked to anyone about Buck yet. Did she talk to you?
She talked about Buck, but not about Death. Death is like a watercolor. It's hard to look at watercolors. You can disappear in them sometimes. And afterwards, you don't know where you've been or what's happened. We talk, but we don't talk about Death. God, I feel like such a lousy husband and father.
Maybe rotten sons deserve lousy fathers. He always tells me on Tuesdays and Fridays for rotten idiots.
He shouldn't have, isn't true?
I'm being quite honest with him.
You know, he used to call the hospital the zoo. I asked him if coming to see you was like going to the zoo, and he said no, it was more like the circus.
That's either a compliment or damn poor PR.
I think I know why I came today. I think I came to talk about myself.
Sounds good. Why don't we do that?
Make this real smooth and casual. Hey, chick, what are you doing tonight?
Knitting.
Great. What I always wanted to learn how to do.
Not for the faint-hearted, you know.
I'm up to it, I swear.
I can't go out with you.
Look, before you say no, I want to apologize for the other day.
You don't need to.
Yes, I do. I make a lot of jokes. Sometimes they're not funny.
They're funny, it's just that they're not always what a person needs.
You're right.
I like you, Connie. You have a great sense of humor and a great personality.
Uh-oh. I can feel it coming.
What?
Oh, the old thanks a lot. It's been nice knowing you. See you around here.
Not what I was going to say.
No?
No. See, one of the things you do wrong is
Joke around when I should be serious. I know.
finish other people's sentences for them.
I do that.
Yes, you do.
I do that, don't I? Okay, I won't do it anymore.
Just like that.
Just like that. I make a decision and that's it. So, what did you want to finish saying?
I don't remember.
Ha! As I suspected. You need someone to finish your sentences for you, and I need someone to teach me how to knit. So, why can't you go out with me tonight?
Because my father's in town. He wants to see me. I don't want to do this, but I have to.
Why? Why not?
It's a long story. Actually, I don't think my father likes me too much at the moment.
Oh, Janine, that can't be true.
It's true. It's got a lot with my parents splitting up. I started hanging around with weird people. Getting into trouble, taking pills, shoplifting, stuff like that. It's one of the reasons why I moved here from Akron. My mother thought it was a town. It wasn't, it was me. I guess I wanted to hurt them, the way that I thought that they hurt me. I don't know, I just feel so sick about it now. All those dumb things I did.
Everyone does dumb things, Janine.
Wish that was all of it. A lot more.
You want to tell me about it?
I don't know.
I won't say the wrong thing. I won't say anything at all if you don't want me to.
Know what you'll say, Conrad. What you'll think.
Oh, geez, you don't mean that. What I'll think? You don't ever have to worry about what I'll think. I don't make judgments about people anymore. I don't have any room to. And about you, I wouldn't anyway.
Just don't be too nice to me, okay? Seems worse when you're so nice.
Okay, I'll be totally neutral. So tell me.
I started seeing a lot of this one guy. I didn't even like him that much. He was just part of the gang I hung around with. I guess I wanted to make my father mad. No, I wanted to punish him for letting my mother leave. I don't know, it's all so complicated.
I think things get complicated when you keep them inside your own head.
Yeah. And he tried to talk to me about it, but I wouldn't listen. Then he just left me alone. And it got worse. And nobody seemed to care. One day this guy and I were in a department store, and we started lifting things, hiding them in our jacket pockets. It was crazy. I took lipstick, scarves, a little wallet, some earrings. Stuff I could have bought if I really wanted it. And then we walked out. And the store detective followed us. He'd been watching us the whole time. He called my parents and they had to come down. Colin, the store manager knew my father. It was awful. My dad talked and pleaded with the man not to prosecute. But he said he'd had it with shoplifters. And then, my dad broke down and he cried. It was so terrible. I just wanted to fall into a hole and disappear. The guy finally gave in. Told us to get the hell out of the store, never come back.
I know about falling into holes.
Did it hurt?
I don't know. I don't remember.
You don't like to talk about it.
I never talk about it with anyone except the doctors.
Connie, do you think people get punished for the things they do?
Punished? You mean by God?
Yeah.
I don't believe in God.
Not at all.
It isn't a question of degree. Either you do or you don't.
But did you before? Before the accident?
I guess so, whenever I thought about it.
I believe in God.
I believe in wallpaper and hiking boots. I also believe in Philadelphia.
What about Akron? Do you believe in Akron?
I believe in Akron. People from Akron, I believe in them too.
I thought you said you're going to be totally neutral. This isn't being totally neutral.
No, I guess I lied.
Well, Rock,
thought I'd cruise through town, run a few red lights, smoke some hash, get some girls in trouble.
Hey, you want to drive up and see Karen this weekend? I'll give you some gas money.
You gave me enough money already.
You have the tickets, Cal?
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Be nice to your grandma.
Yeah, I promise. You can check her for bruises when you get back.
It's not funny, Conrad.
I'm sorry. Here, give me the keys. I'll back the car up for you.
We'll bring the suitcases out the front door.
You look beautiful.
Can't wait to get away now. And one thing after another. I feel like I can't breathe lately.
Work at the country club?
Meetings, phone calls. I'm glad to have a break.
So am I. I hope he'll be all right by himself.
Do you do that deliberately, or is it a reflex action? I'm curious.
Do what?
Insert him into the conversation every time we're talking about you and me.
I'm sorry, you just mentioned needing to get away, and I talked about Conrad being alone.
Surprised you haven't told him you'd call when we got there.
I said I'd give him a ring tomorrow.
You know, it must be hard to grow up and your father's always breathing down your neck. I would hate it.
Oh, come on, Beth. Not that old song and dance. I overprotect. I breathe down his
You
neck.
too.
It's a matter of opinion.
Right, we never agree. Why are you so obsessed? He controls you.
Oh, stop it. He isn't the problem.
Oh, no?
No. Let's talk about what's really bothering you.
Now let's talk about what's really bothering you. You're the one who's always depressed. Always worried. As if it helped being half alive, dragging everyone down with you.
And Beth, sure I was depressed. Sure I'm worried.
But you're not sick, Cal.
Of course I'm not sick. What does that mean?
It means you don't have to see a psychiatrist. It means you don't have to blame yourself.
You think I blame myself?
No. No, that's not it. You know what I really think? I think you blame me.
You? For what?
For the whole thing. For the whole vicious thing. He did it to me!
He did it to himself, Beth. My God, can't you see anything except in terms of how it affects you?
No! Neither can you or anyone else!
He just wants to know that you don't hate him.
Hate him? I don't hate him. Mothers don't hate their sons. Is that what he told you?
The car's ready.
I don't know what you want from me, Cal. I don't know what anybody wants anymore.
That's the goddamn worst season I can remember. Get the hell out of here, all of
Glad you can laugh about it, Lazenby.
Oh, come on, we weren't that bad.
We got waxed! You know, I can't stand that lecture about Buck Jarrett one more time. The all-time great swimmer of the world. God, when is Sal gonna quit kissing the guy's picture?
Hey, Con, we could have used you today.
No, I don't think so.
How's it going, Jarrett? Keeping your ass out of the water? Hey, I hear you going out with Pratt. How is it with her? Or aren't you making it with her yet?
Listen, Stillman, do me a favor. Try not being such a jerk. I know it'll be hard for you.
Hey, listen, you're the jerk the way you walk around here acting like we all owe you something.
I don't
Hey,
owe
got
you
it.
anything.
Hell no, kid, it ain't my fault you don't know how to sail. Ow! Put it out! Put it out! Put it out! You crazy! Leave me alone! No, I'm not gonna leave you alone. I want to talk. Me, do you hear me?
Yeah, I hear.
All right, first, that guy's a nothing. A zero upstairs. good you've known it. So you make yourself look stupid when you let him get to you like that.
So I look stupid. Is that the message?
No, it isn't. What is it with you, man? I thought we were friends.
Lace, we are friends.
Are we? Why are you shutting me out then? Why do you want to be alone in this? Don't you care how I feel?
Man, I care.
Listen, I love them too, and I'm still here.
I know it. It just hurts too much to be around you. I can't help it.
So what am I supposed to do, huh?
I don't know. I gotta go.
Yeah. See you around.
Hello, Mrs. Pratt. Hi, is Janine there? No? Do you know when she'll be in? No. It wasn't anything special. Thanks. Hello, this is Conrad Jarrett. Mr. Aldrich? Hi, can I talk to Karen? What? When? No, I didn't see. How? No, I didn't know. I didn't know. But I didn't know. Oh, jeez, I didn't think you were here.
Come here, baby.
It feels so horrible. I feel like I'm gonna die.
What happened? Connie, what happened?
Karen, she killed herself. It was in the paper. I didn't even see.
How? What'd she do?
She, carbon monoxide in the car, in the garage. I don't believe it. I just don't believe it.
Let it out, Connie. Let it
I
out.
can't. You keep trying to make me do this. I tell you I can't.
Is that what you came here to tell me?
It's all hanging over my head. I can't get through it.
What's hanging over your head, Con? Tell me.
It's Buck. I killed him.
How? How'd you do that?
I don't know. I let him drown.
How? How'd you do it? You told me he was a better swimmer. He was stronger and he had more endurance. What would you have done to keep him from drowning?
I don't know. I just know it was my fault. Don't you see? It's got to be someone's fault. What's the goddamn point of it all? I keep seeing it. I can't make it stop. Because it's not that simple. You just do one wrong thing. It isn't fair. It just isn't fair.
No, it isn't fair. And what happened to Karen just isn't fair either.
Oh, geez, I wish I would have known. I just wish I would have known.
Honey, you can't take that one on too.
I'm not. I feel bad about this. Don't just let me feel bad about it, all right?
Okay. Listen. I feel bad about it too.
It wasn't my fault.
No. It wasn't your fault.
It wasn't my fault.
What a liar you are. You're a liar.
You'll get over it.
I can't believe it. You lied to me. You told me 3 queens and 2 sevens. You are not lying to me.
What's the name of your game? Liar Croker? Good game, Joe.
Yeah, but my mom told me girls never lie.
Ha.
Ha! What does that mean?
Ha means tell me about it. It means how did she get you over here in the first place?
How did she get me over here? Oh, yeah. Your mom needed some painting done while she was out of town.
She told me you needed help with your calculus.
And you believe that? Me needing help from you?
Sure, I taught you just about everything you know. Let me see, I taught you how to serve a tennis ball.
What a joke. Give me a break. Who taught you how to hit a hook shot?
You know, I'm so glad I did this. You guys need each other. You deserve each other. Bless you both.
Hey, where are you going?
Not teaching the girls in the choir how to play liar poker and use the dough.
Listen, stick around. My parents are due in from Texas any minute. I'd like for you to meet them.
Oh, can we save it for another day? How about Sunday? Are we still going to the movies?
Oh, geez, I can't.
We're playing
golf.
Okay, I can see I'm out to compete for your time.
I ought to be going too. Got a bunch of errands to run. I'll see you Sunday. Pick up around 9.
Okay. Hey, it's good to see you, man.
Gotta go. Call me.
Okay.
Come on, cheater. I'll give you a ride home.
I didn't cheat. I lied. There's a difference.
Hi. I didn't think you'd be home from school yet.
Welcome back. How was your vacation?
Fine, fine. How was yours?
Oh, not bad.
Get along all right with your grandmother?
Yeah, okay. Actually, Dad, I had a pretty rough week. But I've got a good feeling that things are going to be better from now on.
You do, huh? Well, that's good. I'm glad to hear that.
Where's Mom?
She's upstairs.
How are Uncle Ward and Aunt Audrey?
Oh, fine. Your uncle's put on some weight. Everything gets bigger when you move to Texas. Aunt Audrey's dyed her hair. She's a redhead now. That was a shock even for your mother.
Lazenby was here.
Oh, yeah? When?
Oh, just now. We played some liar's poker.
Poker with 2?
Well, actually, someone else was here. A girl. Her name's Janine.
Janine, huh? Hey, you got a girl?
Yeah.
Over the weekend?
Well, I've had her. No, I mean I've known her. I just didn't know she was my girl.
Well, that's good. I'm glad to hear things are going better for you.
I've been thinking a lot while you were gone.
Good.
And I'm thinking that the 3 of us, well, we should sit down and... Dad, are you listening?
I guess not. Sorry.
What's Mom doing upstairs?
Packing.
Packing? What for?
No more of you looking at me with that poor Beth expression on your face.
I'm not looking at you like that. I'm not even thinking that. Not even close.
I heard what you told Audrey. I heard you telling her I need help.
We all need help in this battle. We need help. What the hell is wrong with admitting that?
Here's the cab.
Mom, no, wait. We have to talk.
Let her go, Con. This isn't the time.
But she's leaving. Don't you see? There is no other time. Mom, listen.
Listen to what? Talk about what? What is it you want to talk about?
About everything. About how we feel about everything. About Bucky.
Don't say his name to me like that.
I'm not trying to hurt you. I swear to God, I'm not trying to hurt you.
That's just it. You are hurting me. It doesn't matter whether you mean to or not.
Beth.
No, Cal, let me say this. Conrad, I don't know what this need of yours is.
It's not for me. It's for all of us.
Have you thought this through? Have you thought about my feelings on this?
I don't know. I'll try.
We can all try, Beth.
No. There's no point in discussing it. It's over. I'll call you when I get towards Audrey. I'll let you know where I'm going.
I love you, Mom. Please don't go.
I love you too. Don't you see? This has nothing to do with love.
I'm sorry.
So am I.
It's all my fault.
No, it isn't.
I shouldn't have pushed her. I shouldn't have made her feel
Stop
like...
it, Con. You didn't make her do anything. You can't. You don't have that kind of power over her. Neither do I. I wish I did. I sure as hell would have used it.
But she can't be gone. She can't be gone for good.
No, she's not gone for good.
But you don't know that for a fact, do you?
No, I don't know that for a fact.
So now what do we do?
I don't know. You tell me.
That ain't the way it's supposed to work.
No?
No. You're the father. You're supposed to have a handle on everything. You always have. I've always admired you for that.
Well, don't admire people too much. They tend to disappoint you.
Man, I'm not disappointed. I could never be disappointed.
I love you, son. hard to head off the conflict. And it's interesting to play for me and to see how he progresses and he grows and he learns how to play the dialogue is. And he finally learns to get on the field. It ends up in them leaving, but he has finally been able to reach out to his son and get that.
I think Denise has the part, like a lot of it, because she needs attention, and she felt hurt because the one that she loved didn't give it to her. That she reached out, well, she rebelled in a way that is quite typical of teenagers. And the whole point, I think, of her character was to show that non-communication can hurt the person, and she tried to play it off by being a social person in choir. But when she found Connie, she knew that she could trust him, and that's why she told him. And she felt better after she communicated. She felt that she could have his compassion.
Karen comes from a family where communication is not accepted. She's told that she's not allowed to show her feelings, that it's wrong to show her feelings, and she has to act like nothing has happened, like everything's normal. And because she can't get out those feelings, they just build up inside of her, and she explodes at the end. When she comes time, she's really reaching out. She's trying to say, I need your help. I know I can't deal with this, and I need your help. But she's been taught for so long that showing your emotions is wrong, that she can't say that. And she almost pushes them away, but what she's really saying is help.
I enjoyed playing Conrad because after I got into the character, I could feel the way he was progressing throughout the fight. He was more and more able to show his feelings, or to be able to show his feelings. He tried to kill himself because he did not know how to get his emotions out, his anger, his frustration. And when he got out of the hospital, he still didn't realize how to do it. And throughout the play, with the help of Tim, who played Berger, the psychiatrist, he was able to vent the pain he felt, and vent all the anger he had towards himself, towards his mother, and towards one of his friends, sort of friend, acquaintance, I should say.
Okay, good looking Joe lady. Okay, he really wanted to help Conrad, but he really didn't know exactly how to do it. That's why he didn't know if he didn't like either push him too hard or he wasn't trying hard enough. He couldn't really get through to Conrad, so as he figured out, he should just show Conrad how much he really loved him. That's why he got the little hug.
The coach, he didn't help the situation any. Coach Sallin was the type of man that believed in you made your bed, now you've got to lie in it, you know. And he took Conrad back once, and I think that Sallin felt offended that Conrad would actually consider quitting again after the coach had let him come back up on the team. And I think the coach felt that the most important thing was the team, not how Conrad felt. And I think that really didn't help the situation at all.
Okay, Stillman was basically a jerk. He sort of helped Conrad out in a weird way. In the last of Stillman's scene, Conrad actually was able to show his aggression, his anger. You know, Stillman had been provoking him all along, and Stillman was basically acting as sort of a catalyst. You know, finally, Conrad could just explode, and that's how I think that Stillman helped the play. It sort of egged Connie
Dr. Berger, he
he was a really smart man. At first, when Conrad first came in, he tried to get through Conrad's defenses by being super busy and looking incredibly unorganized, which in a way he was, because supposedly his office was broken into. But he used that as a tool to help Conrad to open up, and it came down to a point in Dr. Berger's relationship with Conrad in which he felt comfortable with Conrad. I guess you could say more so than a regular patient, because he could use what he thought was necessary to provoke Conrad in a way kind of like Stillman, to get Conrad to show his emotions and show his anger, which eventually led to his bringing out his emotions in real life, not just in a therapy situation, on whatever angered him, which included Stillman. And I really like the part of Stillman, and I wish the part of Stillman, the part of Berger, and I wish that everybody had somebody like him, because he's a neat guy and he knows what he's doing. That's it.
We would like to open this up for any kind of discussion or any feelings that you may have been thinking about as you listen to the play, thoughts concerning the issues of the play. Anybody like to say anything?
The part where Conrad talking about how he was to avoid trying to suicide. And so I have a friend who tried to suicide, and said the emotions that he was make him feel, it doesn't seem like he wants to get this.
It's scary to think of the intensity of the emotions that the character Conrad had, and I think you're right on the money, that the play touches all of us in our own particular ways, in very special kinds of, remember very important feelings that get stirred up. And I think in many ways that's probably the most powerful part of the play, in that it can touch each of us in our own particular way. To try to see that there are other options, there are other ways for all of us to deal with very intense kinds of feelings. And I think in many ways that's part of the magic of how our players were able to do a really great job in being able to show that there's a variety of ways of showing emotions. There are new and different ways to do things, even when they're very powerful.
All right, we have these very intense emotions, be they mine or someone else's. How can I, or any of us, should we meet someone who clearly is on an edge, what might we do? I've learned over the years that I'm in a corner and someone who's blind, you let him nudge you, and if you want some help, you don't just sort of take their hand. Someone who's on the edge of a suicidal thought,
What you
can I
do,
kind of touch, or, yeah.
What we can all do, is to listen first. Listen very, attentively, for one thing. And be honest with how you're feeling when you hear those kinds of things. Be honest with, God, that's scary. I'm not so sure what to do. I don't know how to handle this. Try to be able to be attentive enough so that you can help that person see that you're there and available, for one thing. But also that there are other ways to look at it. Maybe we can go to talk to somebody. Maybe, if I don't know, maybe we can do something together.
The question that I always see or hear, or the point that then always comes up, is to be honest. Am I, are you? And to create a situation where I will be, and you'll listen, or how does someone else know? Is there something one can do to catalyze the honesty, which seems to be the thing that so often, you can see it in the husband and the wife, for example. No. The question of, no, the question, yeah, right. Okay, but there's who's opening up, and, or how, not who.
Well, you see a couple of times during the course of the dialogue in the play, I think, that there are times when there are attempts made to be honest. There's a time when she begins talking about the son who died. And it goes on for quite some time. And yet, her husband doesn't seem to want to follow up on it. Then he brings up the trip to Houston or Texas somewhere, So that it's a push and pull. Being able to be vulnerable together at the same time is, I think, where the art comes in. Being able to do that simultaneously is pretty difficult.
I think maybe if one person out of the situation, okay, let's say that okay, there is somebody you think that might be having problems, and maybe like Conrad, he didn't know how to let them be known, or he didn't know, even if he knew how, he just couldn't bring himself about to do it. Maybe you could show some initial warmth, because if you can show that you are capable of making yourself feel vulnerable, that sounds weird. If you can make yourself feel vulnerable, I guess, I don't know. Maybe it'll make the other person think, well, hey, this guy's showing what he thinks. This guy's showing what he feels. Maybe I can follow suit and play along too. It's not something to play at, but maybe, hopefully, people will see it that way.
Any other comments? Reactions?
Well, I think it was wonderfully well played. I was able to really get into each character, and as the play went on, I was drawn in more and more and more. And so my compliments to all of you. You've done a really wonderful job.
Thanks.
Thank you.
I think the best part of the play is that each character is willing to be very personal and very different. That's why the people that Conrad read on top of the
That's right. There is strength in each of them, isn't there? There's strength in being able to get on with the business and being able to do what you've got to do. And yet there's strength in being able to sit down and talk with somebody and discover more about yourself. The variety of kinds of things that each of the characters does. Good point. Yeah.
I thought it was interesting. It opened up the idea that there are many different avenues in which a certain person can be the answer to somebody else's need. He touched so many different lives, and each one of those had the opportunity to respond to a need or a growth need. And, it kind of alerts us in our own experience that we may be the individual that is touching somebody's life that's going to make a difference to them. Each one of those people had the opportunity to either look away or to relate. And I would just be curious, given the story and what we know, what the kids' reaction if they think the mother would come back. Given only what we know about
Why don't we ask the mother?
You coming back, Mom?
Yeah, but not for a while.
What do you have to do? What do you have to work on?
I think I have to first of all, get away from that whole uptight household. I mean, even though I make it that way, I think it's engulfed me. You know what I'm saying? I created a monster. And I have to really think about why I'm so mad at Conrad. think it would get to a point maybe where she would realize how much she missed them, and then really have the motivation to start allowing herself to just kind of forget about all this anger, and let go of it. Yeah, I think in some ways it's sort of a matter of allowing herself to forgive him, kind of. Like she doesn't feel like it's the right thing to forgive him. Like she's being weak or something. I think that's kind of a big issue with her strength and power. You know, when she gets to these long looks, I think there's a lot of flow going on there.
I think a lot of the issues that get stirred up for us all have to do with loss. And there's a lot of different varieties of losses that go on. And I think the mom is a character who's having difficulty acknowledging how much pain she's feeling with the losses that she's had. Her parents who have lost kids die. That's probably one of the most powerful losses anyone can ever experience. And it's really poignantly done in this play. And then there's the loss of separation, the loss of possible suicide. All of those things are pretty strong and affect a lot of us in many, many ways.
What's amazing is that even though so many of us think we're so sophisticated and just because we understand things, that what went on here dynamically is that just as things were getting to the point where there was about to be communication, Mom would start to get into her arrangement of the trophies and make sure the house was clean. It was like it could never be brought to an honest completion of dealing with the problem. It always seemed to get to a point, and then a denial. Yeah. And that seems to constantly increase the drama, kept building and building. And it reminded me a lot of home.
That's true. Real true.
There was an interesting, I thought, truth in the play when Karen, at the first time she meets on the bench, says, somewhat shuddering, "We've got to work it out ourselves." After you've seen the play a few times, you yourself shudder because you realize that's not right. Karen can't work it out herself. And yet, as you pointed out last night, when the mother leaves, you said she needs her space. I mean, really, that was the honest thing for her to do. She had to leave. She had to work it out herself. And I think the lesson there is there's no simple lesson. Some people just can't work it out themselves, but others have to be given the space to work it out themselves.
That's
and that's
the first right thing she did.
Well, if there are no other comments or questions, so thank you very much for participating, and please spread the word that the play is worth seeing and worth
One more
night and worth people's time.
I'd like to encourage us all to just give a real hearty round of applause for our